same magazine from the last time but a different Dickey pattern. I wanted to make the model 1907 and I have to end up with this one. I followed the instructions but I ended up with the second Dickey. However, today I will show you how to knit it. That is the final result. First, make sure the racking handle is in its lowest position. According to the instructions, you have to raise 156 needles on the front bed. The neckband turned out to be too big, so I recommend raising only 124 needles, 62 needles to the left and 62 needles to the right. Raise the same number of needles on the back bed. You have to observe the needle rule. Place the edge springs on the last working needles and make sure the latches are closed. On the front bed, start from left to right and put every third needle out of working position. Move the right edge spring on the last working needle. On the back bed, raise one additional needle to the left and move the edge spring. Put the second needle out of working position, then put every third needle out of working position. Move the right edge spring on the last working needle. Rotate the racking handle one full turn clockwise. You can see up close. Set both locks to N and the stitch size to 3. Insert the orange strippers and take the yarn. I will use 3 strands of acrylic yarn. Knit one row. It should look like this. Set both locks to CX and increase the stitch size to 4. Now knit 2 rows. Set both locks to N and increase the stitch size to 5. Now knit 1 row. Clear the row counter. Rotate the racking handle one full turn anti-clockwise. Now knit 60 rows to make the neckband. Clear the row counter and rotate the racking handle anti-clockwise to its upper position. Use the double eye bodkin tool and transfer 32 stitches at the right side on the back bed. If you have raised 124 needles instead of 156 in the first step, now you have to transfer only 16 stitches to the back bed. Place the edge spring to mark the last needle and cast off all 32 stitches. Do you know that the Dickey is a 19th century invention? Its original purpose was to make the laundering of men's dress shirts more manageable. Now put all empty needles out of working position. Rotate the racking handle clockwise to its lowest position. Place the edge springs on the last working needles and knit 1 row. Rotate the racking handle anti-clockwise to its upper position. Use the double eye bodkin tool and transfer 32 stitches to the needles on the back bed. Move the edge spring to mark the last needle and cast off the stitches. Do you know what? I will put one Dickey in my backpack, and when I'm riding my bicycle on cold nights I will have something warm to put around my neck. It's small and lightweighted. What you will use it for? Tell me in the comments below. Also, you can send me a photo on my Facebook page. I will be happy to see how your Dickey turned out. Rotate the racking handle clockwise to its lowest position. Put all empty needles out of working position and knit one row. Clear the row counter and knit 3 rows. Put one needle on the left in working position. Then put one needle on the right in working position. At this point, take the rightmost stitch on the back bed and move it one needle in so the needles are arranged according to the needle rule. Knit 3 rows. Raise one needle on the left on the back bed, one needle on the right on the front bed and knit 3 rows. Then repeat these steps until you raise all needles. On the front bed you have to raise one needle on the side of the lock, and on the back bed you have to raise one needle on the opposite side of the lock. Now you can see from a different point of view. Please don't forget to like the video and write me a comment, that will motivate me to upload more. After you raise the last 2 needles, you have to knit 4 rows. The lock must be on the right side of the machine. Clear the row counter and knit 40 rows without changing the settings on the locks. Now clear the row counter and increase the stitch size to 8 on both sides of the lock. Knit 1 row and lower the front bed. Use the yellow tool and make a zigzag clutch cast off. The Dickey is almost ready, now we have to remove it from the machine. Move the edge springs, raise the needles all the way, then pull them down to remove the Dickey. That's the Dickey right after you take it from the machine. First you have to hide the cast-off tail, then use the cast-on tail and sew the neckband. It looks like that. I told you that the neckband is very big. Tell me if you like it. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and see you in my next video.